Hello, everybody. It's Michelle here with Angel Souls, and this is our weekly angelic message for the week beginning November 17th, 2025. So, as we get into it here, if you can do so safely, not while you're driving or operating heavy machinery, take a deep breath in. I don't know, dude. Okay, listen. It's been weird. It's been very weird. Let me start this off before I pull anything. So I had a daily for the 17th, and it looked like it wasn't going to post for whatever reason. So I made another quickie one, and then the other one posted. So there were two. Very weird, right? That, and then my Facebook page, it's now up now. Jeez. All right, let's see what we are contending with. What do we need to know for everybody? All right. First card out, surrender. All right. Yeah, it's getting wild out in these streets. And we're going to be seeing, and I just want to put this out there, we're going to be seeing things that we don't have context for. I've been saying that for a good long while. But the more we try to go into self-protection mode, that activates the ego consciousness. The ego starts to try to fit everything into a little box, have a nice, neat little explanation. This is coming forward and saying, that's not going to do you any favors. It's not going to help you find the answer because, again, you don't have context for what is coming. Confusion. They're so funny. You're confused. That's it. Let's get more information, please. Thank you. All right. Here is the God card. So again, don't try to overly control things. And what's more, be careful of others who are trying to control you. What the heck are we talking about? Well, we're talking about people who control the narrative, or they try to control of their, put their viewpoint of you onto you. Or if you're not doing something the way they would do it, then it's wrong and needs to be fixed. And then they pride themselves on fixing things and acting like the hero when really they're just being intrusive and controlling, right? Okay. Now, again, surrender, because what is coming, what you're hearing, what you're seeing, what you're feeling, you experienced this in some other timeline. Let's say, some other iteration of one of your soul fragments. Facets, not fragments. Facets. They're correcting me. You've experienced this before, but not through the lens of this character that you are now. So when a lot of people see the word God, some people get triggered. A lot of you who have found your way to spirituality, you probably are triggered by that word. So call it source, creator, the universe, whatever you're comfortable with, okay? But more than anything, it's that quiet certainty. Yes? Some people call it faith. We have to have faith. Not in the explain away the bad stuff by saying everything happens for a reason. Not in that sense. But in the sense of, it's okay if I don't know what this means. It's okay if I don't have all the answers. It's okay if I need to hang out a little bit and gather more information before I carry on. All right? Okay. Crucifixion. People are going to be having a hard time with this. Now remember, this energy is just for a week. Let's get more on that. Okay. All right. So I see what this is. This is sort of the, it's the exterior. It's the facade, the cracks. You've been wanting that to fall away for quite some time to let your real heart and soul come forward. But it's been a process, okay? It's, the need to be accepted and loved and understood. I was just talking to somebody about this. That will override sometimes you coming back to your authentic self and allowing that part of you to come out. Now, what's really nice here is that you could have someone else's facade crumbling and you get to see a glimpse of who they really are. And maybe you find that, at some point you were jumping to conclusions about that person and you realize you were really far off base and they're actually a wonderful human being. Or it could go the other way where you thought you could trust somebody and you're realizing Okay, I see your heart and your soul. Maybe it's not bad. It's just we're not on the same page. The heart and soul card to me also means for a lot of you out there, you send shockwaves out to people. I don't think you mean to. It just sort of happens. It's who you are, right? And so if you have felt like your love, yeah, I'm hearing love isn't reciprocated. And it doesn't even have to be romantic love necessarily, although it could be. This is more of I am kind and pleasant and warm, and I genuinely want peace with other people, but they just want to fight me. They want to come and stop me, whatever I am. And I think a lot of you are breaking out of that. You're breaking out of that. So, yeah, there's that surrender card and the confusion, the crucifixion. There's some sort of massive transformation. Okay. It's coming right up to the face of the beast, that thing that has been just apparently controlling you this entire time, looking at it and saying, okay, you're pretty scary, but I can choose to move past you. I can choose to sidestep you. I can choose to move on. And when I do that, I can get back to me. So what are we talking about here? Because we could put a lot of cute little words out there, but what does that really look like? This could look like, man, come on, come up with an example. I got to come up with an example off the top of my head. This could be like, let's say you're out on the dating scene and you keep feeling like you're on job interviews when you're dating, or you keep feeling like your every move, your every word, your demeanor, everything is being judged. And then you just drop it all and say, I don't care what anybody thinks. You know what? If you don't accept me, that's a you problem. If you don't want to know me, that's a you problem. The people who want to know me will find their way to me, and vice versa, right? So suddenly you find that, again, you're not trying to match surface level energies, but being in that really kind of scary place of letting your true self come out. And it may be rejected this week. There might be something that you come out with. Maybe it's a belief system that you've kept quiet, or any kind of perspective, any kind of viewpoint. And the people around you who count on you being fake or hidden, they're not going to respond well. But that's okay, because someone else just heard you. Someone else just recognized you lighting up. And now they're going to find their way to you. And we ascend. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So it's time, my friends. It is time. It's time to break free of, again, these surface level narratives. The spirit of competition, not the best. I know some people get really charged up by it, but that's just it. You're getting charged up. Running your life on fumes, like an electrical static charge, is far different than operating from the flow of light. You can make either one work, but I think the light is a little more pleasant for yourself and others, okay? Let's get one more card. Serendipity. So again, here's the idea of getting into a flow. So I think really what this is saying for a lot of you who are watching this right now, for all of us, something uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable realization. It could be just having to come to terms with, we are not on the same page. This is not the right thing for me. This is not the right relationship. It's not the right friend. It's not the right job. It's not the right home. Whatever the case may be. This isn't the right lifestyle for me. Some of you are going to have health scares this week, but that's okay. It's okay. It's just trying to wake you up and get you moving in a better direction, right? That brings you more flow of energy, more peace. You are generating. You're generating these frequencies. And so you can contribute to things being rougher, or you can be mindful of that. Again, this isn't being in denial about how you feel. If you have been through something, it's okay for you to be upset about it. It's okay for you to, protect yourself. That's fine. But if you start really seeing yourself as powerless in this world, then you're going to fall down. And that's the thing. You're not going to be in that ascension mode. I'm trying to put words to a feeling and a message that's coming through that I just wish I could telepathically give it to you, but it's got to go through my ego consciousness and put it into words. And I don't know that there are words to go around this, okay? But you have to come through, you have to kind of crash through the brick wall to get to your freedom. Whatever that looks like for each and every one of you, okay? Now, if you go to my social media posts, I have posted a code for 30% off of standard readings. That does not apply to live sessions, okay? Just standard readings. If you go and follow me on my social medias, you'll see it and you'll get to use it. And you can use that code over at angelsouls444.com. If you do want to get a live session, again, the 30% off is not applying to the live sessions. I'm booking, next week is Thanksgiving. Yeah, I don't know that I have any more spots, but you can check. We might be going into December now to book those. But on occasion, someone gets caught up at work and we have to do a last minute rescheduling. If you want to slip in and grab one of those spots, you can email me at angelsouls444@gmail.com. For this week, be working with Archangel Jeremiah for a life review to look at what steals your peace, what makes you feel awful. You don't have to give your energy to people who think they're entitled to it, or you don't have to even acknowledge people who want to see you fail. I have been doing this experiment myself where I literally, if somebody is just trying me, I shut down. Now, it's not in the way of like, oh, I'm defeated, I'm shutting down. It's more of a zip, nope. We're back over here and we're doing this thing, right? What's really fascinating is when I do that, first of all, the person is just like scrambled. They have no idea what to do because they just are floating around with their own energy now. They have nothing they're barnacles, aren't they? They don't have anything to latch onto. But what ends up happening is that the true, pure energies suddenly animate and they're there with you and you're having engaging conversation and a nice heart connection. This is where you make those new friends. This is where you do find the right people to be around, the right neighborhood, the right communities, the right situation. So, a lot going down this week. It's on the backdrop of all the craziness in the world. Oh, heck yes. What's new? Okay? Comment down below. Comment down below how you're doing, what's been happening for you this week. And I also want to say one last thing here. Somebody pointed out to me that, the dailies, I try to get them up as I can, right? And that I skipped a daily for their birthday. So I'm going to maybe go back and retroactively do those readings. I'm going to do a couple of those. If there was not a daily posted on your birthday, okay, I might regret saying this. Leave that comment down below. But make sure it wasn't posted. Go look first before you drive me nuts. And then I'm like, oh no, I missed one. Or many. So we'll leave it there. I am sending you all so much love and take care.